guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Claire and this is Polly Put the Petal On, and today we're going to be doing a very quick makeover on 3 items. And the first item is this vase. It's a vintage vase, but it's sentimental to me, so I wanted to give it a new lease of life, and so I am using this Easy Fill 20 that you will have seen. You'll have seen the finish of the Easy Fill 20 on the egg decoration that I made recently on the channel, and this is how I make the Easy Fill up. So the Easy Fill is a filler, a wall filler. It's a builder's tool basically, and it goes off in 20 minutes, hence Easy Fill 20. So it starts to dry out in 20 minutes. To make it up, as you will have just seen, I added the powder into this old food tray, and I'm mixing it with water to get a nice smooth consistency, and then I am just applying it onto the base of the vase, and obviously I will work my way up. I'll start with the base, and if you're too heavy-handed with it, so if you, for instance, if you try and smooth it over and you go back over what you've just done and you're too heavy-handed, it will lift back off. But there's nothing that I have applied this to that it hasn't stuck to so far, so it really is quite good at adhering to whatever it is that that you're wanting to make over, or give a different look to. So this is me just doing the body of the vase, and then I will go up the neck of the vase. And it's when I go up the neck of the vase, I then think to myself, after I've covered it, I think, oh, I'm going to go up in some swirls, and that's me just creating the swirls there, and it gives it a lovely texture. Now I go in with a wet hand on this one to smooth all those sharper edges out, and I didn't do it on camera because I forgot to press record, but you will see the end, how smooth it is, although you can still see those swirls and the texture within that makeover. And this pot, you'll have seen that big chip at the top. This is where we're going now with this. We're going to cover this. It's a pot that I've had for, again, this belonged to a neighbour, and it was given to me. It had a huge chip in it, and it housed my yucca plant for a long time, and now my yucca plant has outgrown it, and so this got discarded. And I thought, well, I've never even liked it, and then I thought, we'll make it over with the Easy Fill. So this is what I'm doing with this, and to say I'm super chuffed is an understatement with the way that this has come out. So I'm doing the base first, and there is a tip that I'm going to give you here. So this will start going off in 20 minutes, but don't get overexcited and think, oh, it's dry. It's not dry. And I moved this, I was rolling it around the table, looking at it, inspecting it, and I chipped the bottom off. So I do repair it the next day, which you will see when I'm doing my candle holders. But that's the tip. The tip is, don't just, when you've done your piece, just put it to the side and let it dry overnight before you start moving it and stuff. And it'll save you, a little bit of heartache. I've done exactly the same thing today, guys. When I started doing the making over the candle holders, I do exactly the same. I move it, and I've chipped some of the top off, so I'll have to reapply that tomorrow when they've dried. They're just drying now at the moment. So that is a project that we will revisit, because with the candle holders, I'm making over. I'm turning 2 things that I have in the house that I no longer care for, and I'm turning them into one thing, and hopefully I'm going to get some years' pleasure out of it. So I've just finished the pot there, and there was plenty of texture in it. I do sand that pot, although again I forgot to press record, even though I'd set everything up outside. It's typical me, that is. And yeah, so, but you will see the end product, and it has turned out absolutely beautiful. There's me repairing the crack that I've just told you about, that when I got a bit giddy and moved the pot. So everything on that pot is dry apart from this bit that I'm applying at the bottom now to repair that crack. That candle holder had a hole in it, so I covered it with sellotape. It's a mercury glass candle holder that was from Poundland actually, and I no longer care for it. I'm going to turn it into something else with something else that I no longer care for, and basically it was cracked and had a hole in it, but we're going to cover it with the easy fill, and so it's not going to matter. So I've covered it with covered the hole with sellotape, and now I'm going over that with the Easy Fill 20. Now this glass was already textured, so these were quite a pain, and they're going to look as ugly as sin when you see them towards the end, but I'm not too worried about it because we're going to trust the process. Now these were looking so ugly, I thought, what can I do to give this some kind of uniform texture? So I thought I'll just go in with this washing up sponge and tap it and see if I can get it to look almost like like grit. But yeah, I didn't like that either, so I now wait until it's between 15 and 18 minutes where it's just about to go off the easy fill, and I go in with a wet hand, with water obviously, and I start smoothing it over. The only thing it does is it sets it back really, so you've got to begin that drying time again. So I go in with a wet hand and I smooth all those finer textures, although there is still texture within it. And what I liked about this is you can still see that glass underneath. Now I'm going to look at this with fresh eyes tomorrow and see exactly how it looks, but we've now reached the end, and this is the plant pot and the vase reveal of this is what I've achieved with that Easy Fill 20 in this short space of time, just completely dried overnight, and I am super happy. Look how beautiful that is, guys. It's just lovely. Now I will do further videos because I'd like to do some aging. So not only use the Easy Fill, but then age whatever it is that I'm going to make over. And I've got plenty of things to make over. My petal shed is full of vessels to make over. So I will be doing more of these videos. But like I say, I'm going to try some aging. Now there's that vase. And can you see how smooth? Because I've done that effect with the water. I smoothed it out with a wet hand, and you can just see how much smoother it is, isn't it? And I did that actually on that egg, the egg decoration that I made a few videos ago. So I'm super happy, really pleased with the results, and I hope I've brought something of some use to you guys. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.